Swansea PDI Part 2 Test Route 3. I'm joined this evening by one of our PDIs. You're going to hear full commentary driving of what to do and when to do it. It is an evening, so the traffic is a little bit quieter. And I'm going to show the PDI a different start to the test route, which takes him on a slightly more difficult, more obstacle sort of approach. And then I'm also going to film a different beginning to this test route so that you can also see different ways that they can take you on this test route. But I will make it clear when we come to the point that we now change to the original test route or a different test route, okay? So here we go. We're just about to set off. The test center is just to the right hand side and we're ready. Are you ready?
Ready.
Cool. So just about to set off. Prepare the vehicle, check it's safe, signal, and off we go. Continue to follow the road ahead. Continue to follow the road ahead. So 20 mile an hour zone, making sure we don't travel through the chevrons. We've got a lorry parked on the curb. Check the mirrors, move out slightly, check the road ahead. No further danger, road is clear. Build my speed back up to about 20 mile an hour. There's a mini roundabout ahead, I can see it now. At the roundabout, first exit left, then turning right at the traffic lights. Cars parked at the side of the road, check the mirrors, slow down a little, make sure it's safe, and continue. At the roundabout, I've received my instructions, so I know where I'm going. So mirrors, signal. I'm going to go into the right hand lane because the next thing I need to do is turn right. Nothing coming on the roundabout. My exit is clear and I'm going to continue. If I look to my left now, I can see 40 mile an hour. Look on the floor, it's telling me to turn right from this lane. Lights are red, check my mirror, gentle braking, clutch in. Make the car safe. So we're just going to pause the video for a short period of time now while we're waiting for the lights to turn. So we're back online, prepare the vehicle to move, check the mirrors, increase our speed, and we're turning right. Left hand lane, normal driving, we're going to go straight to the left hand lane. There's no reason not to go into the left hand lane. And I'd like you to take the second available turn on the left. It's just by the bridge. There we are. I can see the first junction, I can see the second junction. Check my mirrors, signal, gentle braking. I'm going to go down to first gear. And I'm going to turn. There's an Asda van trying to cut me up. So I've seen him coming. I've waited for him. Yeah. So that's the importance of checking your mirrors there. Check it's safe before you move off. And continue. At the crossroads ahead, I'd like you to turn left. Mirrors, signal. Increase my speed, look into the road ahead, making sure that it's safe ahead. Double park cars either side. 20 mile an hour zone. I'd like you to take the next available turn on the right. It's just coming up here now, I can see. So mirrors, signal, on or near what would be the centre line, gentle braking, down to first gear, turning correct side of the road. There's nothing coming towards me, there's nothing in the road. Move around the car gradually, wait until I've got control, and then pick my speed up and change to second gear. You can see the level of control I had there, yeah? We're not coasting around the corners. Yeah. At the end of the road, I'd like you to turn left. You see the end of the road, center, left mirror, left signal. It's a 90-degree junction, so I'm just going to stay central, clutch in, gentle brake, first gear. Set my vehicle up to move, I can't see because this vehicle's blocking my view, so I'm just going to creep out slightly, lean forward, make sure it's safe. Once I can see it's safe and I've got control and I'm safe, I'm going to move into the road. Double park cars all the way down here, and a little bit of difficulty involved now because of there's only room for one car to pass at a time. So we're going to go down the middle. We've moved out now. We're looking into the road ahead. Now if there was a car coming towards me, I would wait by here to give them opportunity if they wanted to turn into the junction. If they didn't want to turn into the junction, I would then move across, checking there was nothing coming towards me, let them pass, and then I'd move back out again. But in this case, there's nothing coming towards us. Just an example of something that you might need to be able to do to pass the traffic in St. Thomas if you're not from this area, so you have a better understanding of what you need to do. Not forgetting to slow down and check your mirrors when you're seeing hazards all the time, guys, okay? So check your mirrors, you move back to the correct side of the road. Now these speed bumps are particularly vicious. Particularly the last one, because it will rip the axle off. And we've got this lunatic coming towards us on a motorcycle, so we're just going to back off. There we are, and he's off ski. Lovely, well done, fantastic. So checking the mirrors and slowing down for each speed bump. And this is the one that's a really vibrant speed bump, so I'm slowing right down and going to first gear. Nice and steady over it, and off we go. Mini roundabout ahead, I'd like you to turn right. Mirrors, signal. Gentle braking, going to go to first gear. I can't see because there's a wall and a fence. Now I can see round it, and I'm going nice and slow around here. Notice how the clutch is up with me. I've just done a full lock, check into the road. I've let the car pull itself now, and then off I go. Car coming towards me, so I'm just going to ease off here, let the car into the gap. I'm going to hold my position here, find the bite, a little bit of gas, and off we go. One of two ways, they'll either take you up the hill or they'll turn you right by left by here. So I'm going to turn left, mirrors and signal. They do take you up the hill sometimes, okay? Right. Now they could pull you into this area, and they might do pull up on the right, parallel parking, etc, etc. This is an area that they use for the pupils, and they also use it for us. And a little bit of brake. That van came very, very late, so we got nowhere to go. So as an experienced driver, I would now be expected to reverse, but the van is reversing for me. There we are. Check my mirrors. Has he been able to? No. I'm just going to reverse, make sure it's safe. 6-point check all around. Is he parking in there? What's he doing? Is he home? I don't know. He's moved in there. Car behind has waited as well. Check the mirrors, off I go. I'm going to go through there nice and slow. Thank you, my friend. So I just said thank you, quick show of the hands, and off we go. Unsure then what that vehicle was doing. I was just doing my checks, checking around me, checking my mirrors, trying to get myself out of a bit of a hole there. He came a little bit fast. Turning right at the end of the road. Mirrors, signal. I've seen the cyclist beside me. The line is faded here, and we'll get to the edge. Now you can see, look how dangerous this is. You can't see anything here, can you? Yeah,
no,
it's really difficult. All right, we got the bus, which we can't see off camera at the minute. We got double park cars to the left hand side, so let's creep out a little. We can see around the bus a little bit, and just lean forward and have a really good look, and nice and steady, making sure it's safe. There's nothing there. Off we go. Now that cyclist has crossed the road in front of me. Now he's not a headache for me any longer, but he could be further on, so I'm just mindful of that. This is just a bend in the road. It goes round to the left. Nice and steady, keeping my position control. And there's parked vehicles again. Pop out into the road, make sure it's safe, and there we go. Double park cars, check the mirrors, move out. So that cyclist is now in front of me and is a potential hazard for me now. So again, there's cars, so I slow down, move out slowly, make sure there's nothing coming towards me, and when it's safe, continue to drive into the road. That was interesting meeting that van though, wasn't it? Yeah?
Very.
Yeah?
He didn't know what to do really.
Well, he was unsure, I was unsure. Car behind backed out of the way. Yeah? I could see the car was back, and I checked. There was a space for me to reverse into.
Yeah.
He reversed as well. I was unsure whether he was parking and going home, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah?
It looked that way.
I was unsure, but I just made sure that everything I'd done was safe, did my checks, you know. Got to try and think outside the box sometimes, haven't you, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's important, that when you start to teach, sometimes you might come to those situations and scenarios, and you might have to go through something like that with your students as well, okay? All right?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Taxi Driver. So we're just doing about 15 mile an hour, 16 mile an hour speed bumps, keeping a nice gradual speed down this road. Hazards with junctions, parked cars, kids playing balls, bikes, everything. It's all kicking off around you. Cars behind. So, crossroads ahead. I'd like you to turn right. Mirrors, signal. Gentle braking. Oh, there's a van. Okay. First gear. Check it's safe. Pedestrian is waiting, but it's not safe to wait for the pedestrian. He nodded to call me on. Thank you very much, young man. Car behind me. Off you go. And that's the type of thing you need to do with commentary driving, right? You need to say what you see. So I seen the lad shaking his head at me then. He was clearly old enough. He was calling me on. Got it. Yeah?
He acknowledged you.
He acknowledged me, etc., etc. The car behind was pushing. The van was unsafe to wait for the pedestrian there, okay? All right?
Yeah.
He hadn't stepped into the road. But can you see the way the commentary driving worked out?
Yeah.
Just say what you see, all right? And give them a reason. Give yourself a reason why you're doing certain things in a certain way, yeah? So the dangers continue, double parked cars either side, so we're just going to continue now following the road. We can't see around the bend, so we're going to ease off the gas. Check the mirrors as we slow down. Move across slightly so we can have a better look around the bend. We're doing 12 mile an hour here, really slow. It could happen in blink of an eye. But look at that van earlier on, the way he came flying towards us, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're just showing safety here now. Yes, it's a 20 mile an hour zone, but it ain't safe to do 20. Yeah?
Just can't see.
Can't see. Yeah, you can't react. You know, the highway code tells you travel at a speed that you can stop in the distance that you can see. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? We're just following the road. Cyclist is still in front of me. He's not causing me any issues or dangers at the moment. I'm just leaving him. Park cars, check the mirror, move out. Go down to first, I can't quite see. Yeah, we're safe there, and off we go. As soon as I can see the road ahead, proceed. Because I could have gone, whoop, there's a little one. Check the mirrors, gentle brake, and she's just going to open the door, of course she is. Change to first gear. Thank you very much, that was really nice of you. Yes, there we go. Those are the dangers. Just straight out. Yeah, got him. Cheers, Matt. Thank you very much. Speed bumps, one-way system. Do you know where you are yet?
I have been this way.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
It's not a nice road, is it?
No.
You know? Gets really narrow and tight down here.
I can say it's narrow and tight around here.
I've come down here and I've seen a car coming straight at me. They've come up the one-way system the wrong way.
Clever. Obviously didn't read the signs.
Yeah, yeah. You got all these bumps, you got doors, houses right on the road.
Yeah, somebody can come up.
You could just step out. You know, what am I doing there? 9 mile an hour to be safe through there. Yeah, okay?
You wouldn't be able to go through there at 20.
No, not a hope. So we're coming down to this junction that I was speaking to you off camera about earlier, yeah?
Yes.
Right, and you've got to position yourself. So recall now, this is a one-way road. So what does the highway code say about turning right out of a one-way road? Where do you need to position yourself?
To the right-hand side.
To the right-hand side. Well done. I didn't whisper off camera, honest. You had that answer then, didn't you?
Yeah.
Look at this junction. You're going to love it.
Right, yeah.
Got it?
See, yeah.
Yeah? So once we turn out of here, this is where the other way would join. So if we'd gone through the middle of Swansea, this is where it comes up, yeah?
Yeah.
All right? So we're turning right at the end of the road. Mirrors, signal. Now, you've got to bend and position yourself in such a way whereas you can see in all directions. So I'm over to the right, indicator on, and a slight kick out towards the left. Now, as you can see up the road clearly, and I can now see down the road clearly.
Yeah.
And if I can't see through that, I'm looking through the back window.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a safe gap now. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then we're just going to join the carriageway over there. And you can see the brow of the hill there, which is off camera.
Yeah.
That's hiding, so there's nothing after that black Mini but there. But there's cars coming the other way, so we still can't pull out here. It's unsafe at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
We've also got the added Brucey bonus now of the gentleman across the road with the dog. Yeah? So we're keeping an eye on him as well. Yeah? Can you see him?
Yeah.
So he's looking to go as well, yeah? The truck coming. Still haven't got a gap in the road. He's run. They're flashing me, I think. No. That was unsafe. This car's now waiting for me. But there's nothing. Thank you. Everybody's trying to be really supportive and helpful here, but there's traffic coming from the other direction now. So after the blue car, we've got a gap. After the black car, we got a gap. Hopefully this is our space. There we are, nice and safe. Off we go. And you've got to get up to speed really fast. So we're up to 30 mile an hour in no time at all. And we're turning right ahead. Mirrors, signal. That's a tricky junction, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
Yeah?
When you said about it, I vaguely remember it, but...
Yeah. So, we're just about to turn now. It's unsafe, so we're going to slow down, clutch in, first gear. We're going to wait on top of the arrow. And we can see now we're stopping by the line. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Where the mirror is in line with the line? Yeah?
Yeah.
Once we got the turn, check it's safe, mirrors, off you go. We're on to Pentrachwyth Road. Off you go. Up to speed as soon as you can. Check the new road for new signs, new information, new mirrors, just in case someone's overtaking you before you build your speed, all of those type of things, yeah? Okay? Yeah. Things that we take for granted as experienced drivers. And we're looking for danger and hazard signs all the time. Look, there we are, there's a hazard. Double bend in the road, first to the right, then to the left. Look at all the information that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah? No entry, one way, 30 mile an hour. It's telling you to go slow, there's a dip in the road, everything. There's loads and loads of things going on all the time. Yeah?
Yeah.
Look further ahead, two-way traffic. Yeah?
Yeah. Down to 20.
Down to 20, so check the mirrors as I'm slowing down because the gentleman behind thinks that by being close to my bumper he can help me up the hill for some reason. Do you know what I mean? Yeah?
Yeah.
He's just being really nice here, so let's be honest about it, do you know what I mean? Yeah? Like this in the daytime when there's more parked cars here, that's quite a nasty bend that is. So look ahead now, plan, there's nothing coming, check the mirrors, off you go. We're in a 20 zone, yeah?
Yeah.
You're looking for places to move over if it's safe, or if you need to reduce your speed right down to get a little bit closer than the door width, etc, etc. You're looking for pedestrians, all of those type of things, yeah?
Yeah.
Bend in the road starts to widen, still 20, check the mirrors, move back across to the appropriate position, and there's the bus. And I'm going to brake now. That's not safe to go through there, and I've made my decision nice and early. Down to first gear, haven't come to a full stop, check the mirror, move out, making sure I'm safe around that car. Could I have scores in the gap? Yes. Is squeezing safe?
No.
No, it is not, people. Squeezing is not safe. Can open the door at any time, can they? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the test routes I'll be teaching for pupils, this is part of it, and you turn up this road here, and you go around the back of the houses and back down this road and into town that way. Yeah?
Okay.
But that's for something to move forward for you, yeah?
Yeah.
There we are. So just maintaining a nice speed. I'm doing about 18, 19 mile an hour. Speed bumps, off the gas, check the mirrors. So I'm going to take the middle bump. There's nothing else coming towards me. Trying to maintain control, move back slightly to my side of the road now, check the door mirror as I move back across. Being mindful now of people opening the car doors or cars suddenly jutting out, check the mirrors, move out again. Check the door mirror on the passenger side, move back in again. We got bollards indicating to us now to keep more central. Can't quite see, and as you can see, the car just comes from nowhere. So just ease off, first gear, and we're just going to wait in the hold back position. Is this safe? Look ahead. Yeah, good to go. So if somebody was to come now, it's my right of way. But then I could stop here, leave them through, there's a space there. You're always thinking plan, and it's not squeezing through these gaps, okay? All right? What you've got to remember is you've got to keep yourself safe. You're safe, the car's safe, the occupants are safe, control.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what you're being marked on. That is what your part to your driving test is.
Yeah.
Are you safe? Are you under control? Check the mirrors, nothing coming towards me, close enough. Move out, check the mirrors to move back in. Yeah? Just as a matter of interest, why am I checking the mirrors so often? What am I looking for when I'm moving back and forth?
To make sure it's safe to go back over. You change
So
your position.
what sort of things would not make it safe for me to move back and forth?
It could be somebody between cars, after the car, waiting to cross, the car door could open.
Okay, what about undertaking and overtaking vehicles?
Do you want to say?
What about undertaking and overtaking vehicles? Check the mirrors,
could
move
be
out.
trying to overtake you.
Yeah, but they could be trying to undertake as well, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have push bike or a motorcycle or something like that, isn't it?
Cyclist even, yeah.
Anything, yeah? I've even seen cars trying to go underneath me in my time. You wouldn't believe it. Okay, so priority to oncoming vehicles is telling me to slow down. I can see the vehicle coming towards me, so I'm just going to start slowing down. I'm going to try and time it. I'm going to go to first gear. Now I haven't actually come to a stop, so I'm using fuel efficient driving. Check the mirrors and move out. Yeah, as experienced drivers, we should be able to drive fuel efficiency. Yeah, but that's all about forward planning, looking ahead, making sure that you've got it. Yeah, you're constantly alert. Middle bump. So it's my right of way now, a corner that sign, but he's through that, so I'm just going to hold back a little bit, give him time to pass the red car, and then I'm going to accelerate. Yeah. Now the white car behind can't see what I can see. That's all they can see is a learner going slow. But what the learner is doing, and what they don't realise about the learner is this is a very experienced driver.
Yeah.
That's all they see is the sign on the roof, and they think the learner's driving erratically, but actually the learner is driving correctly. And in a very controlled manner. Check the door mirror to come back in. It's kind of blowing your mind, doesn't it? The last couple of times you've been out, haven't you? Yeah?
You have, yeah.
The level that you've got to get to, and you've been driving 19 years, haven't you?
19 years in August, yeah.
You can see what it's all about, can you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Check the mirrors, centre and driver's door mirror, and move out. Passenger door mirror, move in. Centre and driver's door mirror, move out. Roundabout ahead. At the mini roundabout, first exit left, and at the next roundabout, first exit left. So I've had my commands, I've checked my mirrors, I've signalled, gentle braking, can't quite see. I'm going to slow down, go to first gear, there's an ambulance there, then this car's coming. So now I've got over there as a danger, and I've got over here as a danger, yeah? So there's nothing behind the red car, so I'm starting to prepare. As the red car comes towards me, off I go, yeah?
Yeah.
Zebra crossing straight away, look at that. Anybody there? No. No aliens on the crossing, yeah? Okay, check the mirrors, put the signal on, get into the appropriate lane, and there's a car coming. Stop. There we go, safe to go. Good. Look at the sign straight away, national speed limit. Yeah? No stopping, clear way, no pedestrians. Poof, nice wide road. Get up to speed. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? So that's that thing I keep saying, new road, new mirrors, new signs. Old road, old mirrors, old signs. That's what it's all about. Say what you see. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because that should trigger you into doing certain things in a certain manner, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? Then once you get up to 60, put your cruise control on.
Right, okay.
Show fuel efficient driving.
Didn't expect that yet.
Yeah. Okay, see the 50 off. Leave the car slow down naturally. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So by the time you get to the side, flick the cruise back on. Boom.
Now you're done the 50.
I haven't touched the brakes. Nothing.
Right.
But it's looking ahead and planning far enough ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah? So if you keep looking ahead now. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now they're a bit difficult to see, but there is a 40 sign. Can you see the car braking in front?
You've started braking.
Yeah.
40 sign there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now I'm having to brake because the hill isn't allowing me to slow down enough.
Now it's pushing you.
Yeah, it's pushing me, yeah. So I'm going to go to fourth, and I'm going to put the cruise control back on. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, do I need the cruise control on to approach a set of lights? No. Off. Green is not your friend. Gentle braking. I'm prepared now to stop if need be. Point of no return there. Through. At the next roundabout, I'd like you to take the third exit right. Mirrors. Signal. Mirror again. Quick check to the side, make sure it's safe. Move across gradually. If you can't get across, go the wrong way. Go the wrong way correctly. Yeah?
Right, okay.
Mirrors, signal. Gentle braking. More brake as you get closer. Second gear. Get that clutch back up. Is it safe? Yes. Go. Simple. Yeah?
Yeah.
Mirrors, cancel, mirrors, signal. Mirrors, move. Gas out. You don't gas in, you don't gas on, you gas out for control. Yeah?
Yeah.
Continue ahead at the roundabout, second exit. Again, engine braking by coming off the gas, gentle braking as you get closer. Yeah? You're not flying into the roundabout, slamming on at the last second. There's a misconception with a lot of PDIs that you have to keep up with the traffic. Have you seen me holding any traffic up yet?
No.
But I've been driving fuel efficiency and I've been driving appropriately and correctly. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, at the next roundabout, I'd like you to turn left, first exit. Traffic lights, no aliens. Mirrors, signal, easing off, slowing down. Is it safe? Yes. Is it safe? Yes. Is it safe? Yes. There we are, 30 mile an hour now. Cancel, follow streets for High Street. Follow signs for High Street. Seen it? Just following ahead now. Nothing said, straight ahead. So the markings are on the floor and all of that. Approach with caution, they've been green for a while. Point of no return, off I go. Gas through. Yeah? Tell yourself what you're doing. Why did you ease off the gas? Well, green is not your friend, they've been green for a while. No, right, ease off the gas, check your mirrors, they could change exactly. Got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Been green for a while. You can only go ahead. You got the signs on the bottom. You could have a bus here. No? Let's go. Push. Gone. Up to 30 mile an hour. Put your cruise control back on. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? We have another kind volunteer to push us along. Yeah?
Yeah.
Really nice people around here, mate. Trying to save fuel for me all the time. Yeah? Just eager to give me that little nudge and to help me move along a little bit quicker, even though I'm doing the speed limit already. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah? This is the place to come, people, to save fuel. Yeah?
Yeah.
But you can imagine how being a learner, what that does to them, the impact that has on them, yeah?
Yeah.
And you've got to work them through all of that and tell them it's okay, you've got responsibility, you concentrate on what you're doing, I've got the responsibility of them, yeah?
Yeah.
Roundabout, continue ahead, second exit. Yeah, gentle braking. Can you see where I'm starting with my gentle braking? That's my fuel efficiency driving. Change to second gear so I got control. Check it's safe. Mirrors, signal, mirrors, move. Don't gas in, don't gas on, gas out. Simple. Change to third, cruise control back on. There. You can forget about speeding and all of those things that might be an issue or a headwork for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Set of traffic lights ahead. At the traffic lights, I'd like you to turn right. At the traffic lights, I'd like you to turn right, following signs for train station. Gentle braking. There's the sign. Right hand lane. Got it. Check the mirrors. Move. Signal right. Continue gentle braking over a prolonged period of time. More brake as you get closer, and a controlled roll. Again, fuel efficient driving, so put the clutch in and use the brake to get you to where you want to go. Make safe. Relax. Just have a breath. Just chill out. Clutch, gear, gas, bite, release, off we go. Check it's safe. Get control. When you got control, change the gear. Push. What speed limit is just for the hell of it?
It's 30.
Ah, you had to wait till till you seen the sign, though, didn't you?
No,
Oh, you didn't see it, did you?
I didn't even look that.
Okay. Stay in the left lane, please. Following signs for Carmarthen. Stay in the left lane, following signs for Carmarthen. Now the sign for Carmarthen comes very, very late. Okay?
Right,
But we're about to turn left and then turn right. So start slowing down. There's a sign coming up here. Yeah, got it. Carmarthen, I know where I'm going. Mirrors, signal, great. So we're turning left and then we're turning right. What lane do you think you need to get into now to turn right at the next set of lights?
Right.
Simple, really, isn't it? Bit of common sense, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But some people just, yeah, multiple lanes, never been to the city, don't know what they're doing, all of those type of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the important thing is look out for those signs, look out for the road markings. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you do get in the wrong lane and you do go the wrong way correctly.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. Go the wrong way correctly. Don't do stupid things trying
just
to cut,
get over.
just to get over, trying to cut cars up and all of that type of stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just going to pause the video for a little while. We are. Video back on. Find the bikes you don't roll, and off you go. Check ahead. Is my lane available? Yes. So I'm going to continue into the box section, and there's the sign for Carmarthen, as you can see it there. Mirrors, signal. We currently got a green light and a green arrow the other side. My exit is clear and it's changed. Check your mirrors, gentle braking, and stop. Nice safe. For those of you who've never seen this type of box section before, can you see the way there's a segment cut out of the box section? So that's an area for you to move into. It's there as a guide, basically, just to help you. You're allowed into that box section and into that area, providing your exit is clear. Is our exit clear?
Yes.
It is. So when we get a green light, we can move forward, okay? And the only thing that's preventing us from turning then is...
oncoming traffic.
Correct. See, it is there. Even if you have been driving for 19 years and you don't think about it anymore, yeah? So if you think about that logically now, do you know when you're currently learning to do your part one?
Yes.
That's what it's all about. It's fire in your brain again, things that you've taken for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, you're having to think about it. Yeah?
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you start training, you're going to have to think about it, because they're going to ask you questions and you've got to have that answer. Yeah?
Yeah.
And what is it we say in Army Cadets when someone asks us a question we don't know the answer to?
I'll get back to you on that.
Really good question, well presented. Let me get back to you on that. Waiting for a safe gap. I'm not sure about that vehicle. Still not sure about this vehicle, the speed he's doing. Safe gap, check. Mirrors, and off we go. There you go, simple. Yeah. Build your speed, no aliens on the crossing, and off we go. Push. And there you are. Get the cruise control back on again. 30 mile an hour. You're cruising up here now. Yeah?
Yeah.
So the computer's now working out your fuel and all of that. Pedestrian approaching the lights, no one on the lights, no one pressing the button, but he's far enough away. Look at all the dangers here. Look at all these roads popping onto the dual carriageway here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Crossing point here. There's a crossing point here. Look at them.
Ooh.
Exactamento. Really close, that one, wasn't it? Yeah?
That was, yeah.
Yeah? So we're going to turn fuel efficient driving off now, cruise control off. The ambulance is coming our way, so I'm just going to hold my position here. I'm going to indicate and I'm going to move into the side of the road. Let the doctor go. Signal to move back out. Check it's safe over my shoulder. And I'm going to move into position. So again, there's the importance of continuing to check your mirrors and everything, yeah? Okay. Let's move forward a little bit more. Check the mirrors now. Make sure there's no other emergency vehicles coming. Green light. Tyres and tarmac. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Let the gap build a little. Still keeping up with traffic, but now you've got your safe braking distance back, yeah? Okay?
Yeah.
It's not about let the vehicles behind push you. Read the road ahead. Act appropriately for what you see. Okay?
Yeah.
At the roundabout, second exit ahead. Gentle braking. So we're continuing to follow signs for Carmarthen, okay? Gentle braking. And there you go, off we go. There's the first exit. Get your position. Mirrors, signal, mirror again. There we are. Come out than a sign posted there.
Yeah.
No aliens on the crossing. Off we go. Nano, 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 nano. More calling Mindy. More calling Mindy. Elliot, E.T. phone home. Got to try and entertain yourself in this game as well. Yeah. Check it's safe. Second gear. It's all good. Nothing there. No signal to leave. Look at the road markings. Can you see the road markings? So you can only go one way.
Yeah.
Off that lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could either
You'd have
turn
to
it.
be in the right down lane.
Correct. That would have required a signal to leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So you're looking at things like that all the time. All right. You're trying to read things all the time. Okay. Cruise control back on. What are we looking for on the crossing, Rob?
Aliens.
Any there?
No.
Fantastic. All clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, even from back here now, if I just come off the cruise, so the car's now drifting, as we like to call it, and it's slowing down naturally. It's pointless rushing up to the lights, they're on red, and then gentle brake and push the clutch in to roll from about 2 car lengths away. Yeah? Okay?
Not use the clutch as a brake.
Do you want to say it a bit louder? Not use the
Not
clutch
really.
as a brake, yeah. That's the one, yeah. Clutch, gear, gas. Bite, check it's safe. Release. Tom Jones, please release me. Let me go. Yeah? That's the one.
Yeah.
There we are, fuel efficient driving again. You just ease off the gas now, let the car pull you along. Change to second. Hopefully by the time we get there they'll be gone. Car behind is backed off as well. Everybody's moving, saving fuel, no delay, poof, gone. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not fly up to the back of someone and slam on the brakes and all that. Look at my braking distance, 2 second gap, yeah?
Yeah.
And what you got to remember is you're being monitored for safety. That's safe. Look, yeah, can you see now? Look how much I can see because I've backed off a little. So I can see the dangers. If I'm up the back side of that car in front,
You wouldn't have seen that.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah? But more to the point, they can't see me.
Yeah.
So, you know, potentially we're creating a hazard. Yeah?
Yeah.
Following signs for command, then look, it's there. Yeah? Okay?
Yeah.
Gentle braking. 2 car lengths away. Clutch into roll. Tyres and tarmac. Can you see how relaxed the driving is though? Yeah? So I'm going to pause the video for a little bit now while we wait for the lights to change in our favour. Video back on. Clutch, gear, gas, bite. Check it's safe. When I say check it's safe, rear mirror, driver's door mirror. Just in case anybody's wondering what I mean by that. Let the car go, build the gap, and off you go. Yeah? Look at him slamming on the brakes now. How
Yeah, 'cause he's
dangerous
gone
is
up
that?
too quick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So this perception that everybody has about keeping up and not holding traffic up, who am I holding up? Again, I ask, who am I holding up? Nobody. Yeah? I'm keeping up with the vehicle in front. I'm within the confines of the speed limit. There's danger now, parked cars on the side of the road. So I'm just going to check my mirrors to make sure I've got a gap. And I have got a gap. So I'm just going to move out gradually towards the white line. There's no need to go over it. And then I'm going to check the mirror to come back in so I'm back in the centre of my lane again. Now again, I wouldn't have seen that if I was up his jacksie.
No.
Yeah?
And if the door opened, it would have been too late.
Exactamento, as Harry Potter would say. Check it's safe. First gear, off we go. Let the gap build. My exit is clear, so I can continue. Gentle braking as he brakes. No one coming out of the garage. No hazards. Gentle braking. Check the mirrors. And roll. Nice and steady. Tyres and tarmac. Make safe. Find the bike, gentle braking. Find the bike, a little bit of gas, lift the clutch, sorry. Change the second, checked all around me, make sure it's safe. So potentially now, this would be one of the car parks that they might take you into to ask you to do the manoeuvre, and the other places were Bonamine and Porten and St. Thomas. Okay? Film us going in and the way that they bring you out as well, alright?
Yeah.
So, I'd like you to leave the carriageway at the next exit, mirrors, signal, no one on the crossing, check the mirrors again as I move across. But they might take you down to the lights, bring you through this and out this way. You don't know. But effectively, wherever you get taken, you've got to be able to drive safely.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'd like you to turn right at the roundabout, mirrors, signal. Check is safe, down to first gear for control. Yeah, it's all good. Put that signal back on. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then they take you down here. There's a signal to leave because it is not a mini roundabout, it's a main roundabout. Then they take you into the car park. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do your manoeuvre. Okay? Right, so I'm going to pause the video here now. There we are, we've done the manoeuvre. And we're just going to turn back the way that we came. Even in here, look.
See the speed on that?
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah. See the way he cut out? This is why I'm going through all of this with you, because that is the standard that you've got to try and stop your pupils from doing. Because they're seeing that, turning left at the roundabout first exit, they're seeing that all day long and they're thinking, well, if they can do it, why can't I do it? Because that's not safe. That shocked you then as well, didn't it?
Yeah. I was stupid.
Exactly. Blue must do, look at that.
Only turn left.
Yeah. Check it's safe, off we go. Now, that is something you'd be expected to get up to. That car that's passing us now was in the outside lane and shifting and was not showing any intention to come across.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that's where your experience comes in, where you've got to read certain things and move out when it's safe. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like if I had any inkling that he was going to come back into my lane, that would have been unsafe for me to come across. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? Those are the type of things that you'd expect you to read as an experienced driver. Yeah?
Yeah.
But always remember, if in doubt, chicken out. Always keep yourself safe and controlled, alright?
Yeah.
Okay? Cool. Yeah, so I got this route off another ADI. I've been trying to film this for months. Anyway, we'll leave that for another day. There we are, off we go, check it's safe. Now it's currently 30 mile an hour by here. A lot of people get caught out here. So make sure you do 30 mile an hour. It is painted on the road. You have no excuse to not get it. But yet everybody else is flying around us. Do not follow the traffic. It is illegal. It's quite simple, it's a straight fail. It's dangerous.
It's not 50 until it's 50 sign.
It's 50 after the sign. Check your mirrors, increase your speed now. Now, follow the road markings at the roundabout and take the second exit. Right, signposted M4. That would have been the command a lot sooner, okay? Mirrors, signal, it's painted on the floor, down to gear 2. Is it safe? Yes. Check again. Yes. Both these lanes, so you're in the left-hand lane going around here, make sure you are not cutting in.
On the left, right, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got it? Your see my position then, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see how slow I'm going into these turns and twists and making sure I've got the position? That's what it's all about, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice little route, this, isn't it?
It's a nice little trip back,
Yeah.
and then basically back up now on the motorway, and then Fabian Way then.
Yeah, all the way back down now, and then off. And then, do you know where Bay Studios is?
Yes.
Okay. That potentially could be where you're taken to do your emergency stop on this route.
Right. Okay.
I've heard, I don't know, I didn't do this route, that's what I've heard.
Okay.
Okay? But they could also take you down through Jersey Marine as well. Instead of taking you down Fabian Way, they could take you off at Neath and take you down that way.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, you've got to be able to drive everywhere.
Yeah. Same
And you
standard of driving, just everywhere.
Your standard of driving should be on board all the time, yeah? You know, you're about to take a career on board where you're putting persons onto the road. If your standards aren't right,
There's standard thing.
exactly, yeah? And what you've got to remember as well is, once you've passed, if you get 3 points, you get a really kind, not so kind letter off the DVSA. If you get 6 points, you lose your livelihood. It's gone. So we're following signs now for Cardiff. That's what they would have told us further back, alright? If you look now, M4 East, M4 West and all of that, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a little bit confusing, alright? But look on the floor now, M4 East, M4 West, A48, and you're like, whoa, am I in the right lane, am I in the wrong lane and all of that? Right, you've got to trust me on this one, stay in the middle lane. It's a little bit like Bridgend. If you're in Bridgend,
Yeah.
yeah, if you follow the middle lane in Bridgend, you won't go wrong. Yeah, M4 services. Check it's clear before you go. I've crossed the box section. I'm out the other side. The traffic is moving. Really, really check that your exit is clear with that. I'm still in the lane marked M4. But it's gone from M4 East and West. Now it turns to East here.
Yeah.
So I just stayed in the middle lane there. Okay?
Yeah.
Green is not your friend. Think, plan, do. Nice and steady. Can you see I'm maintaining my safe gap? All of that, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright? And if you get a really nice exam, and I've heard that you go to McDonald's for a breakfast.
Depends if he's hungry.
That was a joke, by the way, wasn't it? So you're building your speed now, you're coming onto the motorway, look ahead, planning ahead all the time. You've got to try and match the speed of the traffic on the motorway. So if we look now, I can see that lorry. I just happen to know that lorry is doing 90 kilometres, 56 mile an hour. So mirrors, signal, yeah, I got it. That's what it's all about. I'm having to back off. I've joined the motorway at an appropriate and safe speed and a safe gap. That's down to my knowledge as a lorry driver. I knew that was going to become a problem. I could see that building then.
Yeah.
They were all trying to get ahead of that lorry.
And he couldn't make it.
And he couldn't make it. And you've seen what happened there, didn't you? Yeah?
Yeah.
So, this is why it's important that you read the highway code and you understand the speed of certain vehicles and everything as well. Because those questions might pop up with your students.
Yeah.
Because even though the motorway is 70 mile an hour, it says join at the speed of the traffic and filter into the gap.
Yeah.
The gap was behind that lorry and it was at a reduced speed. I'm still not going to go for it because it's not worth me pulling out to pull back in. I just happen to know it's 50 mile an hour in front of me.
Yeah.
So I'm already planning ahead because I know the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's 50 mile an hour from the bridge.
But I didn't feel too excited about getting close to that fella that nearly wiped himself up with the side of the lorry, to be honest, neither. I thought, maybe we'll stay back a little bit here, leave that unfold, like, you know what I mean, yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm talking all the time, I'm telling, you know, who's monitoring me, what I'm doing, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm down to 50 mile an hour, I'm checking my mirrors. I've adjusted my cruise now to 50 mile an hour. So I'm back on that fuel efficiency driving, yeah? Okay? far as you can see and as close you can see and everything in between. We're planning all the time. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? But that knowledge that we've got as experienced drivers, again, I mentioned it, that misconception, that misunderstanding that a lot of people have. You've got to keep up the speed, you've got to keep up the speed. No, you've got to travel at a safe speed. You've got to be able to plan, you've got to be able to think, you've got to be able to do correctly, safely, all of those things. The things that you'd be expected to teach someone. Yeah? When it's safe to give it, give it. When it's safe.
Yeah. Not when it's not safe.
Is this helping to see me driving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see the sort of standard you need to get up to?
Yeah.
Good.
So once you've been shown, you can just go around that loop now.
Yeah.
As people have talked to yourself.
But they might change the route. They might take you down through Blind and Ice. They might not take you through Bone and Mine. They might bring you out the other way that we've discussed, which is straight into the centre of the town. Yeah. Following signs of football stadium, and then go up Fox Hill Road, and they might take you down to the stadium, and they might take you into different areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're constantly changing the test routes. They're constantly reevaluating. Okay?
Yeah.
Again, I reiterate, you should be able to drive anywhere and
that
everywhere at that standard.
Yeah.
We're experienced drivers at the end of the day. Yeah?
Yeah.
National speed limit. What's national speed limit for a motorway?
70.
Well done. Check your mirrors. Let's go. Now, we've got a slip road coming up, so that's potential danger, isn't it? We might have traffic joining us here. So I'm already checking my mirrors and I'm looking to see if there's a gap if I need to move out. Once I'm up to 70, cruise is on, no traffic. But I did have a gap to move out. But in the daytime, when it's busy, you might need to plan that.
Yeah.
Okay? And you don't see them coming up that slip road until the last second. Right? Now, when you're on the motorway, it's your place to keep going. They have to join the motorway safely.
Yeah.
They have to give way to you, not the other way around. That said, some of them don't understand that and they just push straight out in front of you. So you're reading that all the time. So look for your escape lane.
Yeah.
Look for the lane of least resistance that's going to offer you the best safety. Move out. If they then accelerate and it's safe to move back in, move back in. Yeah?
Yeah.
If a
Then
car,
you found the safe spot.
if a car has underpassed you and you're doing the speed limit, they're speeding. Yeah?
Yeah.
You haven't done anything wrong. Mirrors, signal, mirrors again, move out nice and early. Don't wait until you're on top of it. 2 second gap, you're out. Yeah?
Yeah.
Check your mirrors again, signal, move across. Make sure you can see both headlights and they're in the outside of the mirror. We're following signs for Cardiff. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just continue it. We're on cruise control. Yeah? You might have to travel a little bit slower in the daytime because it's busy. You're expected to overtake when it's safe to overtake. You've got to have a 2 second gap from the car in front and a 2 second gap from the car behind. If you can't do that, use your hazards building now. Yeah?
Yeah.
You've got to keep that safe gap. Mirrors, signal, mirrors again, move out. Yeah? I can see that I'm catching the vehicles. If I'm not
Don't wait
catching
till you get on top of them.
exactly. Do something about it as early as you can. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because once you're on top of them, it's too late. You're braking, you can't build your speed back up, you become a menace, you're getting in people's way, people are trying to kill themselves to get around you, it all goes wrong from there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? Like I'm catching all these cars. Yeah?
Yeah.
So
They're not
they might
breaking
take you off at Neath, say follow signs for Neath, but we're just going to go straight back down Fabian Way now. They might take you down through Jersey Marina, right?
Yeah.
So that car now is pulled in, and that's not a safe gap now, Rob, for me to pull in.
No, it's too
So between
close.
him and between them, that's not safe. So I'm staying out here, but I am gradually catching him. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're not only planning ahead, you're planning what's developing behind you and to the side of you as well. Particularly when you're moving at these type of speeds, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'd like you to leave the carriageway at the next exit. Mirrors, signal. Mirrors again. Gradually move across. Cancel your signal. Now there's no countdown markers here.
No.
Following signs for Britain Ferry and Swansea. Got it?
Yeah.
Mirrors, signal, mirrors. Check it safe. Sideward glance, make sure nothing's there. And gradually, look how little I'm moving the wheel. And look at the counter steer now.
Yeah.
Yeah? Cancel. There we are. There's your countdown markers there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah?
Yeah.
You're in the lane now. No need to signal. Because you've already done that work. Right, that's all I'm doing now is coming off the gas, and I'm just naturally slowing down now for fuel efficient driving. And I want you to continue following signs for Swansea. Cars naturally slowing down. It's down to 50 mile an hour. Cruise back on. We're looking ahead now for signs for Swansea. I can see Swansea's pointing to the right, so I need the right lane mirrors. Signal. Mirrors again. Gradually move across. Cancel. There's a third lane. Lane 1 and 2 go for Britain Ferry. Lane 3 goes for Swansea. It's a change of direction. Mirrors. Signal. There's it painted on the floor. Gentle braking. Can I leave and get out of the crossing? Yes, I can.
Yes.
Off I go. I slowed right down. I'm reading the road markings, looking at what's on the floor. Yeah? Change to first gear. We're going slow enough and continue. There it is. Signpost is Swansea. Bang. Look at my position. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I'm not cutting lanes and lines and all of that, yeah?
Yeah.
Build my speed back up to 50. Okay. So I'm wondering now why the van is going a little bit slower than he normally is, yeah? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to ease off a little bit. He's accelerating again. I'm just under 50 mile an hour. I'm going to go to 5th gear. I'm happy with that. Got my car. Had I continued to push and then gone to overtake, I'd have probably been sitting beside him. So
Yeah.
I'm talking my way through my logical thinking about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. There's a slip road by here, end of the motorway, 50 here, 50 there. Yeah?
Yeah.
I've looked for my escape lane just in case. Is there traffic coming? I can't see any. Is there traffic coming? I can't see any. Is there traffic coming? I can't see any. Look a few times. Make sure it's safe. If they're out in front of you, slow down. Let them in.
Yeah.
If they're aside of you, they got to slow down. Okay?
Yeah.
Looking ahead. Look for the information. There it is. 40.
Speed change.
Speed change. Check your mirrors. Ease off. Cruise control off. Haven't touched the brakes or nothing. Fuel efficient driving. Cruise control back on for 40. Following signs of Swansea. Look, it's there. 1 lane, 2 lanes. Third lane goes off in a different direction. I want lane 1 and 2. Left hand lane normal driving. Off the gas, gentle braking. The traffic lights are not ours. Down to 3rd gear for this bend, nice and controlled. Centre of my lane. Job done. Speed, cruise control, last speed I set at 40 mile an hour. Job done. What are we looking for on the lights, Rob?
Aliens.
Fantastic. Any there?
No. Clear.
Good to go. But they could change. Why would they change if there's no people stood there?
Somebody could have pressed the button and already gone.
Correct? Could have put chewing gum in it, could have put something else in it to hold it so it goes on and off, on and off.
Yeah.
So we still need to be aware, don't we?
Yeah.
And we still got to be ready and prepared. ahead, so we've got to be aware of our surroundings at all times, yeah? Look at the signs telling us 300 yards, yeah?
Yeah.
We can already start planning from back here, yeah?
Yeah. See brake lights. Lights
That's
are
right.
red.
Now there's a great big lorry in front of us, so there's every chance he's going to be heavy. So mirrors, signal, check the mirrors again, move out. Fuel efficient driving. I'm planning for the probability that he's heavy. However, some more information for you. Can you see his axle is off the ground?
Yeah.
Can you see the lift axle is off the ground?
Yeah.
He's not fully freighted. He's still heavy, but he's not fully freighted.
Because that one would be down.
Okay? But the likelihood is now that he might be just a little bit faster. So I got to maintain a safe gap. Yeah?
Yeah.
Keep an eye on him. Camera, lights, action. Build my speed, fuel efficiency, driving back on. Now I've got round him. Is it safe to come in? What do you think? Look how close he is.
No, because you're too close to the car in front.
Correct. Can you watch now? I'm getting moving away from the lorry, aren't I?
Yeah.
Can you see that? And the car's moving away from me?
Yeah. So
There is a signal, safe to move across. Got it?
Yeah.
So that's me reading the situation all the time. Okay?
Yeah.
And the more that you can talk, the more that you can speak, the more that you can say, yeah, you're just keeping yourself safe at the end of the day. Alright, that's all it's about. Okay? I notice I'm staying in the centre of my lane all the time. I'm not following the inside line or anything like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? You smell it down a bit.
Yeah, it's going up.
Yeah. Oh, it's calmed down
Smelly
a bit
corner.
now. Smelly corner is called, yeah. Because the sewerage works better. And on the other side of the road, a little bit further up, is the council recycling centre. And in the summer, it stinks around here. Really, really bad. Hence why it's called Stinky Corner, Smelly Corner, whatever they call it. So I'm just going to turn the cruise off. I'm not happy with my braking distance at the moment. I'm just going to check the car behind. I'm going to increase that gap a little bit. And then I'm going to put my cruise control back on. Yeah?
Yeah.
And if I started catching him again, I'm going to come off the gas again. And I'm going to put the cruise control at a lower speed. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I know I'm heading back to the test centre now. Yeah?
Yeah.
There we are. Following signs for ship and docks, please. Follow sign for ship and docks. There it is. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Mirrors, gentle braking, clutch in, gear 2, off the brake, clutch up. So, turning, turning left. Now this next sign is really tricky. Have a look into the junction now and tell me which lane I need to go in. Watch for the sign for ship and docks. You tell me as soon as you can see it.
Right.
Correct. It is there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can see it.
Yeah.
But you got to look for it. You got to know it's there, yeah? Check it's safe. Yeah. Round I go. Mirrors, signal. So even though she was indicating to come around, she wasn't in what I perceived as my danger area. Yeah?
Yeah.
Had that lady been a little bit closer,
Yeah.
moving a little bit
Further
faster,
It
that
would
would have been unsafe. I didn't make a break, I didn't make a slow down. I read that situation as it was. Yeah?
Yeah.
If in doubt, chicken out. And that concludes the route. We're just back to the test centre now, just round the corner, and that will bring us to the end, okay? So what I'm going to do now is for the next bit, I'm going to add the different start to the end of this video, okay? So I'm going to pause it shortly, and then I'm going to announce a different route. So pedestrian in the road, he stepped onto the pavement, gentle braking, move around the corner, checking the mirrors, and we're going to pull up to the side of the road. So I'm just going to pause the video here now, okay? Okay, right, so what we're going to do now is the next section is, as I described at the start of the video, this potentially is the other way that you might be asked at the start of this test stroke, okay? This was another PDI speaking to me, a different way that they went, okay? And then there was different things that they did in relation to where else they were going, all right? So I'm just going to make it one continuous video. So the start of this is going to be a different direction that you may potentially be asked to go on this test route, okay? What I don't want you to do initially now is commentate. Just want this to be filmed. Once we've gone past where we join, I'll stop the video at that stage, and then I want you to commentate from that point onwards, okay?
Right, okay.
Don't want too much of your voice in here, and I want people recognizing you, etc., etc., trying to keep your identity as secret as we can, Santa. Okay? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. I hope Rudolph doesn't get angry at me. Okay, right. Okay, so following my voice for a short period of time, and then we'll move over to following road signs and everything for you, okay?
Okay.
In your own time when you're ready, I'd like you to continue following the road ahead, okay?
Okay.
There we are, grand. At the roundabout ahead, I'd like you to take the first exit left and then turn left again. At the roundabout ahead, turn left and then turn left again. Breathe, relax. Seriously, just relax, okay? So on the previous one, we went out the other way. On this one, we've turned into Swansea now. This is the type of place that you might be asked to do the show me, tell me question and things like that, yeah?
Okay.
On the move and all of that, yeah? Okay?
Yep.
So if this is the vehicle you're going to use for your part 2, you'll have to know all of that as well, okay?
Right. Just going to pause the video while we're waiting, yeah? Lights will turn green, then we're continuing through the lights. Now it's at this point you'll be asked, and I'd like you to pick up signs for football and rugby stadium, Red Hospital, etc., and all of that, yeah? Yeah.
Okay? So what I'd like you to do now, because you don't know the roads, I want you to move into the outside lane for me, please. And if you look ahead now, you'll see football stadium and Red Hospital in the third lane, because the first lane is a bus lane.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So we will be moving into another right-hand lane shortly, okay? Yeah. As you can see, the lanes dividing now.
look ahead now, box section. Can you leave the box section?
Yes.
Cool. And you're still following signs now. Okay. For football stadium and Red Hospital. So as you go around the corner, turn right and stay right. If you look ahead, then you'll see it there in front of you, and select the appropriate lane. Got it?
Yeah.
There we are. Cool. So this lane now keeps out as far as it can to the left. So just aim out towards those barriers. And there it is in front of you with that. Got it? And we're continuing to follow the road now and the road markings. So you'd be looking for pedestrians crossing here. There aren't any. Come into the park now that we were at earlier where we came out onto this road.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's a lot shorter. Yeah?
Yeah.
But they might cut out other parts of it. Or they might take you a different route. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
It's just on the right Dewey Canal.
It's a fair bit on from here actually. It's about a quarter of a mile, half a mile away, but this is the road now that we were basically on, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will shortly be concluding the video. I hope this has been helpful to all potential future PDIs who will be sitting their part 2. Anything further we can do to help and support you at Brilliant Driving School, please get in touch. And we will do our very best to try and help you through your part 1, part 2 and your part 3 training. So we're just going to climb a little bank here. We're going to conclude the video because this is where we came out on the first part. So it's just where that gentleman is crossing to there now, okay?
Yeah.
So as you reach the crest, that's where we came out.
Okay.
There we are. Know we are, guys. If you need to reach out, just reach out. Thanks.